thought I was streaming, but I wasn't. So now I am? Question mark. I come on most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time for about an hour of TLC and tunes. Original music mostly, modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping songs, some bluesy songs, a couple piano songs. I was talking for a while and then realized I wasn't actually streaming, apparently. And I hope I am now. It appears that I might be, but I'm not 100% certain of that. But I do come on most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for about an hour and a half. I am streaming. Yay. Hi, Whitney. I was talking away, thought I was streaming, and then I realized I wasn't. I was actually on pretty close to on time originally. But it's just not meant to be. It's not meant to be. How are you, my friend? Bullet points for me. Constant toothache. I know. Is this a fun shirt? I had this packed away and I discovered it recently. It's kind of fun. Wasn't sure what glasses to wear with it. The color is almost a darker rust. This is the closest I had. It's not quite a perfect fit, but it works. It'll work. Hi, Daniel. Hey, you're on the front end. That's great. I thought I was streaming, but it turned out I wasn't. I actually got on pretty close to on time. And I was talking away, and then I was like, wait a minute. Am I streaming? My room seems dark. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? It doesn't look that dark on the screen. But it's because it's darker outside these days, and so the light that's coming through the window, oh, no, actually, yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, mostly that's what it is. I'm okay, Daniel. Here are my bullet points. I have a subtle toothache happening constantly. I know you're going to say it's root canal time, and maybe it is. I've got an appointment at the very end of the month because the crowns that were installed have a rough spot on them. I made the appointment to get that shaved down, but now I'm thinking I might end up having to have a root canal. Very scientific. Which part was scientific? Oh, the light coming in from the windows, maybe. But on the exciting end, yes, we will do that. We will do that, Daniel, absolutely. The exciting end, well, I had 2 migraines in a row. Not exciting. I know it's not. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you. So meets my need for empathy. It's so sweet. Yeah, it's not. It's been like waking me up in the morning. It's very subtle, except when I have something hot or cold, and then it's like, oof. So, yeah. On the was challenging, now great end, when I found out I was going to get to perform at the side stage at the concert, at the protest Saturday, I was so excited, and I looked online on Wednesday, I think, for an amp, because they wouldn't have one for my guitar. So I thought, well, this might be a good time to try to get a portable, battery-powered, simple amp. I found one. I spent a little too much on it. I even paid for overnight shipping or fast shipping, and a snafu happened with the shipping. There were about 3 or 4 opportunities where the store could have saved the day, but didn't. So I was just very anxious and distressed, not sure what to do. We were frantically trying to find another that could arrive on time. We couldn't find one. Then I had to buy a used one for $80 that sounds pretty dang good. It was a roller coaster. Keegan was there for the whole thing. Yep, time for a root canal, Daniel says. That'll make you feel better if you have a capped over the tree for last a bit longer. A root canal tooth with no cat will last 2 to 5. If you have the other thing that I've lost, 5 to 10 years. What? Wait, the root canal can stop working after a while? I have 2 crowns, so my original tooth has been ground down to, a nub, and then the crowns are on top for 2 teeth. I don't know which one, and I sure hope both might need a root canal, because I can't tell which one's hurting. I think I know, but I'm not sure. Well, I've got a couple more weeks till my appointment, so certainly something's got to be done if it's not feeling better by then, because that's way too long. Sometimes it can take up to 3 weeks to calm down after a disruption, but I think it's already been almost 2 weeks. So 2 to 5 years if you have the tooth capped. Really, I didn't know that. What, does your root grow back and start hurting again? I did not know that. The tooth is capped, I guess you could say. It's crowned. We call it crowns. 5 to 10, I thought it was a permanent thing. Huh, that's a bummer. You have to, the root grows back and you have to, or the nerve grows back and you have to keep drilling it out? I don't understand. Anyway, how are you guys doing? That's me. I've been a mixed bag. Right now I'm feeling pretty good, and we just tried out the amp. It sounds pretty dang good for a tiny little $30 or 30 watt, $80 thing. And so now I'm just looking toward the actual performance, but let's do some songs I've got in mind. Well, of course, now we got TikTok on the list, but it was long ago. You have another appointment at the dentist on Wednesday in the morning. Yeah, anyway, I could talk on and on about my tooth, but it's not very exciting. Let's do, so some of the songs I'm thinking of, just because it's been a while, it was long ago. Income Inequality, maybe. Willow in the Wind. Willow in the Wind might be nice. Maybe You Always Knew. Definitely Everybody's in a Circle. It's been a while. And I was thinking maybe TLC. Again, I'm just primarily looking at what it's been a while on. I just did my songs that I'm going to be doing live tomorrow. God, tomorrow. And so I don't think I necessarily need to do those again. Probably couldn't hurt, but I'll think about that. But for now, let's do Willow in the Wind. And any other requests, like Whitney, do you have any requests? Let's see. And I want to hear how you're both doing. So far we've got Whitney, and of course Keegan, you can say how you're doing as well. I know how you're doing, but they don't know how you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Willow in the Wind, about being flexible and adaptable with whatever comes as it comes. All right, I'm going to put this on there. All right. You know what? Actually, I'm going to trap my hair so it won't go into the guitar. Let's see. Keegan's forever making lunches. I realized it might seem like he always makes lunches, because whenever he's on, often when he's on, he's doing that. When my baby first latched on. Hi, Lauren. Hey, we've been getting you every time the last 3 times in a row. Yay, I'm so happy. Although that means you're staying up. No, it's not unreasonable. When I used to come on at 5 p.m. Pacific, then you were coming on late. This is a decent time. I'm so glad to have you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the emotes. That's right. Let's see. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there my old life was gone. No time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small, but I couldn't deny for long. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. Oh wow, no control over when and how. When I was needed, I've been in it right now. So I said I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting. How hello in the wind. Years later I can see babies will no more not just a bad idea, but becoming an impossibility. Along the way, lost at sea, not just emotionally. Random days slammed with pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When it goes, it'll go right now. So I said I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind. Yay, Whitney, I've worked so hard at my voice. Keegan knows. Welcoming, adapting, accepting. How hello in the wind. I think about 15 years of voice lessons. Once a week, I think. Every other week for the last month. Okay, I shouldn't interrupt my songs. When my daddy passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, don't come yet, and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go. I know he loved me so. I know we wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy before we could even try again. No control over when and how. When we go right now. So I said I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind. Welcoming, adopting, accepting. How hello in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things I cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good. I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what will never be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind. Welcoming, adopting, accepting. How hello in the wind. Whether inheriting or raging or any tough thing. How hello in the wind. Oh yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind. That's a cool set of emotes, Salon. It's like Pac-Man exploding. What the heck? Into parts. That's really creative. How is everyone? Well, you heard how I am. How are you, Whitney and Alon and Keegan and Daniel? What are you up to today? You have an appointment with dentist on Wednesday, but anything else going on that we could know about? Curious minds want to know. Let's see. A willow in the wind. All right. Let's do It Was Long Ago. Well, yeah, let's do It Was Long Ago. Something different. It's been a bit. Whitney diverts the attention. You heard how I am, but I haven't heard how you are. Hopefully we'll get more than an okay, although I'll take okay over bad. All right. All right, this is about love lost. True story. Oh, you know what? I don't have the correct text set up on. I didn't have the correct one on for the last one either. Here we go. We each needed so much when we met that night. We rushed right in, it seemed so right. Neither of us had known true intimacy, so we clung to each other like two lost at sea. It was long ago, far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. They say we married young, we were both still in school, and neither of us was really ready. Yeah, we didn't have the tools. We didn't know how to really talk. We didn't know how to really be, and we couldn't find help. Someone to help us see. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. Been decades since we split. We each married anew. We both have kids now, just not me and you. Yet we each have found a way, though on different paths, still you're a close friend. Aww. The distance is not so vast. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. I adore my husband, you adore your wife. We love our little families, yeah, know where we want another life. Yet I still sometimes wonder, what if someone had lent a hand? I still sometimes marvel, imagining where we might stand. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. Even more than yesterday. That's very sweet, Whitney. You know, I think in this day and age of AI and increasing fake things, it is especially valuable, the live streaming experience in general, getting an intimate connection with a person, with a, I was going to say performer, but even that doesn't sound intimate enough, like kind of a friend slash, I mean, they are performing, but you know, more connecting experience, especially when somebody has, you know, written their own songs and includes personal stories, which mine do. I think that is an increasingly rare thing to come across authenticity, just because of how much is becoming automated. And we're just getting started with that, I think. Last night we were watching something. Hi, Dolly Maker, how are you? Hey, thanks for joining. Last night we were watching something about how, Denise, you guys come in pairs, yay. Oh my God, my favorite heart. Emote envy. Whitney, get a load of that heart. It's like a mylar balloon twisting. I just love that heart. It's my fave. Everybody has to subscribe to Denise to get the heart. I feel like there's at least one other person that's had them, but it's so good to have you guys. Gosh, third time's the charm. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we saw a piece the other night that we found so disturbing. It was about, the hostages coming home and all this grief and so much trauma by really both sides. But the focus on this piece was on the trauma of the Israelis community, citizenry after the hostage thing. And I feel like I need to watch it again, but they were talking about how they're going to launch this thing where there's AI therapy, where there's this fake person that goes, oh, that sounds horrible. Tell me more about how you're feeling. Oh, that sounds horrible. And I thought, oh, that sounds horrible. I could see a time where it's so real seeming, but to know that it's not actually a person there would be sort of traumatic in and of itself. Whitney's trying to ignore the heart as she has emote jealousy. Yes, I remember you're the first one to bring up emote jealousy. Dystopia. I know, I'm telling you. It was just like, oh no, of all things. Like, I could see some light therapy that way, maybe if you just, you're venting about a hard day at work, but like, for that level of trauma, that's what the solution's going to be. I feel like I must have missed something. I just can't. I'm just incredulous that could really be for reals. Like a serious component of healing the nation. Anyway, let's do TikTok per Daniel's request. But in all seriousness, everybody subscribe if you're not already to Denise Isaac Music. You click her button. Amazing musician. And I don't think I got to hear last time, Denise, I know you streamed not too long ago, right? I remember you mentioning that, but have you been continuing to stream? And if so, do you have a schedule at this point, or just kind of not quite to that point yet? Excuse me, big yawn. It's a little dark in here, as you've observed, and so it makes me a little sleepy. TikTok. We go. Let's get the right text set up on. All right. Here we go. Tick tock, on goes the clock. Tick tock. No worries. What? Oh, the emote thing? Gosh. No need to fear. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm so bad. I'm sure I just said something that was a logical response to Whitney, but anyway. I feel so bad because I say all these things. You guys have to scramble to respond, and then I don't remember what I had said for you to respond to. The time it is passing, where does it go? Hold on to it now, or you'll never know. Carry on. So tick tock, on goes the clock. Here we go. Tick tock, on goes the clock. No need to fear, pull me near. All that you need is now here. Tick tock, on goes the clock. Tick tock, on goes the clock. Your chance is now, you know how, before it's time love. 'Cause take long, on goes the love. Take long, on goes the love. Do what you want, it may not wait. Grab it now, don't hesitate. 'Cause take long, on goes the love. Take long, on goes the love. Oh my gosh, guess what? Your time it is now, you know. I'll show you how. What you can, I'll lend you a hand. Come here, the beauty is so big, and you can do it now. You know, I'll show you how we can make a plan. Just give me your hand. Just take on goes the love. Take on goes the love. Take on, be all yours. Stars. Thanks for the emotes, you guys. Look, dog, I love that, Whitney. And we've got the kitty dancing with the dino. The kitty's keeping it pretty calm considering there's a dino right next to her. I'm saying her. Thanks, Denise. 2 different kitties. Thanks, you guys. All right, we did the TikTok for the Daniel. The Daniel. Ooh, oh, be still my beating heart. I love those emotes, Dolly Maker. Dang, those would be my very, if they're publicly available, those would be my very first emotes if I ever did affiliate. All right. If Twitch was like a co-op, like a workers co-op, I mean, I separately am trying to not make money because I don't want this to be like a business for various reasons, but like I would seriously consider it if it was a worker co-op. I don't know if you guys are aware what a worker co-op is, but it's basically where it's owned, the workers own it essentially. Not that there aren't people that are kind of managing it, but anyway, that is not what Twitch is. It is owned by the mother of all megacorps, Amazon. All right, moving on to more pleasant topics. Let's do, definitely want to do Everybody's in a Circle. Doesn't seem like quite the right time to do it. Another one that, I think I wouldn't mind doing when I got or starting with awareness. Just, kind of trying to take a deep breath and calm down as I don't know, Denise and Dolly Maker, if you're aware that I'm performing in person tomorrow. First of all, Keegan and Elliot and I are part of the Sacramento's Peace and Justice Choir, and we're opening this huge worldwide protest tomorrow. Well, we're opening Sacramento's edition of it. And then we're singing again with the choir, and then I'm separately singing as a singer-songwriter on one of the side stages. I'm singing One Candle and Persist, which I rarely do stuff in person, so I'm pretty excited. You know what? I think I'll do You Always Knew. It's been a bit. That's a nice calming song. It reminds me of good things. Good things. Finally, some emote competition. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, these are 2 songs that really I was super motivated to. I wouldn't mind. I probably should practice them on here, but I don't know. We'll see. Don't have much time to think about that, but I'm going to put it on the emote setup, or the emote setup, the text setup for this song. Yeah, those songs were really written with the idea of being sung to keep people going during tough political times, which is what we are reliving yet again in the U.S. I wrote them just after our current president was elected the first time, and now they're newly relevant. So, let's see. You always knew, a nice love song. Happy love song. Thanks for the emotes, Alon. Awesome. No, wait. No. There we go. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggled up to us tight. You're holding my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet goodnight. Cute song alert when he says, I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think the love I feel, the family we made, it come to pass. With all that I am, and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. You started door, the Sierra Club, my summer job. You opened the door, smiled down at me, a white marble Greek guy. I had another guy, law school coming, I was moving away. But when you asked me out, looked at me that way, yes, I had to say. With all that I am, and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Thanks, Denise. Our first date ended, and with it came our first goodbye. But the hug we shared before you left, it did not tell a lie. I had told you my Santa Barbara guy had bought me tickets to fly, but he called me up at work to report his morning, said you had to try. With all that I am, and all that I have, I honor you. And filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Months went by, I left my other guy and found me, we started up late. But I still didn't know the way that you did, that this would be the thing. You moved for work, but every Friday night you flew to me. You called me up, you cared for me, yeah, you slowly helped me see. All that I am, all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Therapy, music therapy. That's what my music is for me. I do it as therapy. Yesterday, the anniversary of our 10th year. Another blessed day, another blessed night, when you're right here. You're my best friend, lover of my dreams, such care you take of me, dear. And if I close my eyes, I had written vows. I can still hear. We say, all You guys can relate. Music therapy. Oh, so true. Well, realizing it might be a good thing to practice my 2 songs, although I'm barely going to have time to do that. But I think it's not a bad idea. So I'm going to pretend that I'm at the protest. I'm going to say something like this. Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany Clark, and I am here to perform a couple of songs for you that I wrote not long after our current president was elected the first time. This first song I wrote just the day after he was elected. I was in a place of great despair, and I needed a vision of coming together with others for a sense of hope. And so this is what came out of that. The name is called One Candle, and I actually released it earlier this year. It's on all the platforms because it was newly relevant, unfortunately. So. When you're one short candle in your hands and its flame is slim and it's flickering, when the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and your sight is dim, come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. All we join as we go, step by step, however slow. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. To navigate, we collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one fate, going peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. Well, let science guide, set the unprovable aside, keep open mind, see what we find. We look inside, see where by size, expose it to light, invite it to take flight. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. It may take time, now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. Brighter than the sun. All right, I'm going to pretend I'm at the protest. So thank you. So my second song is, I wrote it a couple of, thanks Denise, I wrote it a couple of months after Trump took office the first time. I had been volunteering with the organization Move On. I had spent countless hours texting, calling people to call in to prevent the overturning of the Affordable Care Act. And we had been successful so far, but there were many, many votes to come. They kept voting and re-voting on it for the rest of the year, and I knew I needed a fight song to keep me going. So this was what came out of that. It's called Persist. I'm not going to look at the words. Okay. All right. In this case, I'm changing the text setup because at the protest I will not be, but at the protest I'll be adjusting my dial slightly, my volume on the guitar, but here I have to change this. Okay. Thanks for those hearts, Dolly Maker. Sisters, brothers, siblings, I know it's been hard. I know you are weary, maybe even scarred, but just look what we've done. Let love lead the way. We made all of the difference, so we'll continue this way. Yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist, 'cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When we stand for love and empathy for all, you know we find solutions that help everyone stand tall. And when we do it together now, standing side by side, leaning on each other now, well, we are up for the ride. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist, 'cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When every single one of us, every single one, does something each day to make the world more fair, and does it in their own way. Big or small, where we value it all, 'cause when we include everyone, well, we rise, we rise, we rise like the sun. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist, 'cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. Yeah, I know, you know, we know we've got this. Yay! Thanks. We see rise like the sun. And thanks for those hearts, Dolly Maker. All right, so that's what I plan to do tomorrow. All right, one last song before Train Train. I think we can fit in what I've been wanting to fit in, which is Everybody's in a Circle. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that'd be a nice one. And then I think we could do that in Train Train, don't you think? I think so. And then that'll be it. I just hope my fingers last. I practiced so much on the used amp that I got that my fingers started to get a little bit sore. I hope they're not super sore tomorrow. Here we go. Everybody's in a circle, everybody is a song, you yourself guys. Denise and Dolly, you guys are a pair. You often do the same ones because you have the same sources, and you're sisters. You think alike. You think alike. Double awesome. Double awesome. Denise, that's an interesting one. What is that? A snail. Is that a snail or a turtle? So cute. Oh my God. Is that a snail? Oh my gosh, so cute. Yeah, I love that metaphor. You don't need another sun to get light and love from. When the sun is you, they shine right through you. So you can feel warm all the time. Isn't that great? And isn't that kind of true? Snails are so cute. Is that one of your emotes? I love your emotes. That's a different one. Loop. Oh my God, that's so cute. I'm getting a close-up look. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cute. Not yours, but very, very cute nonetheless. But yeah, I like that idea that we don't have to look to others to, and I'm sure you've experienced that in your own life. When you are in a place where you can be loving and effusive, you feel great, versus if you're just kind of holding back and waiting only for others to do that, then you may or may not get that, you know, versus if you're giving that all the time, or most of the time, you know, then you feel that because it goes through you. I mean, it's a metaphor, but I think it's apt. You're deep. I love it, Whitney. I'm glad you're digging into the lyrics. That's, you know, somehow I'm able to sing these songs thousands of times and still, I think it's because they're mine and like I wrote them. I was moved to write them because that's how important the topic was to me. And so I think that's why they've stood the test of time for me. But it's really awesome when other people can also get deep into them over time. So I'm thrilled. One of these days I got to share the lyrics with you. I think you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that said that. Oh my God, I didn't know that said that. And I know I have a bit of an accent sometimes on them. All right, Train. All aboard the music train. Chug, the music train. Chug. I see the music train, it's going down the tracks. I'm afraid that it won't come back. Train, chug, the music train, chug. It's going farther than my eyes can see. Hey, that music train, away from me. Train, chug, train, chug. Thanks for the train emote, Whitney. It's no use, it's too far gone. Now I'm just left here singing this song about the music train. Chug, chug, train, chug, chug, train, chug, music train, chug, chug. I added a different little strum in there. There we got double trouble on the, what is that emote, you guys? Peace, love, and hugs. Absolutely. Is that a cow? A unicorn. You guys are like double awesome. Double scoop of ice cream. TL, except healthier. TLC to you guys, tender loving care, also my initials. And I try to bring that and also invite you all to give it richly to yourselves, because then that's the foundation of all you give to others. All right, this is my little blurb. I come on most Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for about an hour of TLC and tunes, mostly original music, modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping, some bluesy songs, have a couple piano arrangements. And I multi-stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube with the same username everywhere on all socials, also TiffanyTLCMusic. Check it out. Follow. Multiple chocolate chip ice cream. Mini mint chip. Oh, is that your favorite too? I don't eat sweets anymore because I feel like I have an addictive relationship with sweets, so I don't eat sweets anymore. I haven't for like 20 years. But that is my favorite ice cream. Oh, God, so good. I used to work in an ice cream store. Not good. Very good, but not good. Anyway, that was a long time ago. TLC to you all. Until next time, I'll see you Monday, hopefully. Hope you all have a great weekend. Bye. I'm going to linger just a second in case anybody has. By the way, I often see posts come in after I've hung up. So there we got some bonus hearts. Bye, everybody. Keegan says bye. Bye, everyone. Dolly Maker, thanks. So good to have you all. Denise and Dolly Maker, I'm so tickled that you guys are coming on more often. It's lovely. And you too, Alon. I don't know if you're still there, but Alon's come on 3